So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You could tap in and you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got y'all here chasing the bag, chasing that money, and chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, all right? Now, big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 60K. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Grown Man Business TV is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down, my G's. All right? Now, listen, man. Do me a favor. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot. Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. All right? Now, listen, man, I got to say, big salute to everybody that tapped into the last live stream, epic live stream. We had an amazing time earlier. And this live stream right here is only going to be an hour of power. Okay? Understand that. We're not staying long. But I got a lot of people in the DMs, man. Yeah, the DMs are on fire. A lot of people like, yo, GMB TV, what's your perspective on everything that you had, going on with the dirty section of YouTube? What's your thought process on business decisions being made in these YouTube streets? Well, we're gonna talk about that. Big salute, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna rehash a couple of things, and we're gonna deliver a message when it comes to what everybody's talking about, with Dame Dash and Jim Jones. Okay, big salute to the chat. This live stream right here is only going to be for 60 minutes. Feel what I'm saying? And we're going to double back at 11:30. Yeah, we making up for lost time. We baiting the algorithm. One thing for sure, two things for certain, man. When you delivering pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, you got to bait the algorithm. So that's what we doing right here. But it's always going to be a message in the madness. All right? I mean, we're going to talk about this. We're not gonna duck and dive. We're not gonna sugarfoot and pussyfoot all over the content. We're gonna keep it real. We're gonna connect the dots that y'all don't want to connect, and it's absolutely nasty work. All right. So big salute, man. Everybody that's gonna come in here, you already know what to do. Before I get into this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, I gotta do some customizations to the chat. Dresky, I see you in here. Big salute, big wrenches. The higher ups and the elites are always playing chess at the highest level. The higher ups and the elites are always trying to shadow ban the channel. They always trying to muffle the message. The higher ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is a threat to the establishment. Not only that, but the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So let's do this customizations to the chat. I want the youngsters, not only the youngsters, but I want everybody that falls under my voice to understand something. It's a message in this madness. All right. And one thing for sure, and two things for certain, don't ever be scared to make a business decision in them streets. Don't ever be scared. Don't ever be embarrassed to make a business decision while you out there in them streets. And we're gonna talk about that. Yeah. We're gonna have a quick conversation. This ain't gotta be a long, drawn out situation. All right. Jim Jones made a business decision. All right, and everybody got something to say about it. Well, we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I don't think that it was nothing wrong with what Jim Jones had going on, and we're gonna talk about that. All right. Now listen, man. You see that right there at the bottom of the chat. You see that. Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers doing what your Twitter fingers do, leaving comments with your Twittering and all the Twittering that your Twitter fingers like to do all in the comments section, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. All right? Now, look, man, let's get into this. Everybody is talking about Jim Jones and Dame Dash. You understand? Everybody's shaming Jim Jones. Everybody got something to say about Jim Jones ducking a fade. not wanting to get in fisticuffs with Dame Dash, avoiding a fight. Everybody's talking about it. But see, the difference between me and them is that it's a message in this madness. I'm not just going to talk about Dame Dash and Jim Jones almost getting in a fight. It's a message in all of this. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, I'm not going to miss the message. All right. So everybody's talking about this. You got a lot of people reporting on this. It's a lot of, it's the algorithm I told y'all about. I told y'all these celebrities and the higher ups and the elites have figured out how to manipulate content creators, how to use y'all as the engine, as fuel to keep them relevant and keep them in the algorithm. It's checkmate. I told y'all, I went through that already. I got a lot of y'all that feel some type of way about what I'm saying. Oh, yo, you hating. It ain't hate when you just giving up the game. It's the last thing it is hate. You understand what I'm saying? But the truth is going to hurt sometimes. And I told y'all, like, right now, with everything that's going on in the world, Jim Jones and Dame Dash is viral. They're trending. They're leading in the algorithm because all of these YouTubers is talking about a fight that they almost had. Everybody's talking about Jim Jones ducking a fade. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain, we gonna bait the algorithm. But let's really get into this situation about Jim Jones ducking the fade. And you tell me, what's the problem with that? Huh? What's the issue with Jim Jones making a business decision out there in them New York City streets? Okay? See, when Freaky Zeke made a business decision, nobody want to talk about it. Ain't Freaky Zeke a rat? Ain't Freaky Zeke a confidential informant? So, again, it's a message in this. We ain't just going to talk about what's going on. I'm going to deliver a message, and y'all listening to rats now. Huh? Y'all siding, yeah, with the cheese eaters. Yeah, with the rodents. The rat, is a Freaky Zeke is a rat. And he held on to a video from years ago. So we're gonna talk about making business decisions. Nasty work. And I'm not defending Jim Jones. I don't defend no celebrities. But what I want the youngsters out there to understand, what I want everybody that falls under my voice to understand is that it's nothing wrong with making a business decision when you out there in them streets. See, the hooligans, when it's time to go to war, they make business decisions. The rappers, when it's time to go to war, they make business decisions. See, everybody talks down when it comes to grown man business. But when the heat is on, when it's time to go to war, when your back is against the wall, now all of a sudden you a businessman and you making business decisions. Okay? So, one thing for sure, two things for certain, I don't got nothing against nobody. But see, it's a yin and a yang. It's always a good and a bad. And I'm the side that's telling you all these dudes are fraudulent. All these dudes got chinks in their armor. All of these dudes will make a business decision when it fits them, when it's convenient for them. And then they'll laugh at another man when Jim Jones didn't want those hands. So what? Jim Jones was scared for his life. So what? It's something that's funny now because it's Jim Jones. But what about when you was scared for your life? What about when you didn't want no smoke? Now all of a sudden it's a bunch of excuses and it's a bunch of, we gonna nip that in the bud. To everybody paying attention, when you out there in them streets and it's about to go down, ain't nothing wrong with you making a business decision. Okay? That's all I'm going to give y'all when it comes to this live stream. We're going to double back tonight at 11:30, and we're going to get into some real deep situation. We're going to really get into some real info. But for right now, I needed to deliver this download that came to me. Let's one thing for sure, two things for certain, I kept the receipts. Everybody knows that. I don't go nowhere without the receipts. So we're gonna get into a couple of these receipts, man. All right, we're gonna really talk about this. Yeah, Freaky Zeke is a rat. Why isn't that something going viral? Why is it okay for a known confidential informant to talk crazy and expose, videotapes, and nobody said, hey man, we ain't really rocking. It don't matter what you got going on, didn't you cooperate with the see when 6ix9ine did it, it was a problem, right? Freaky Zeke running around here, yeah. We not gonna let y'all fool the next generation with this false street code, with this, bro. It's all a lie. All of these hooligans, all of these street niggas, they are lying to you. Cause when the heat is on, oh, I got the receipts. Is what it is. Let's get into this. Let's look at the video that everybody's talking about. Let's kind of get right into what everybody's talking about, and then we're gonna shake a little more. We're gonna get it this way, and we're gonna get it that way. But we're gonna get right into this, and it's not gonna be a long live stream. Like I said, this ain't really something that need to be drawn out. But the word and the message that need to be pushed out there is that there's nothing wrong with ducking a fade, my G. If you feel like you need to duck the fade, man, get out of there. Get out of there. You got all these YouTubers talking about, yo, Jim Jones, blah, blah, blah. Blah, yo, Jim Jones was scared. He was ducking the fade. Make the business decision. Be a businessman. Hooligan and jail talk, it don't pay. Yeah, it's all a facade. There's nothing real about it. Yeah, even a nigga who did 20 years in prison, he made I got the receipts. I got the receipt. He made a business decision. We're gonna talk about it. Listen, man, I ain't trying to disrespect you. I ain't trying to disrespect you or nothing like that. But the difference between me and these YouTubers is that I gotta keep it all the way real. It's pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. That's it. Pure dope. Okay? So Freaky Zeke all of a sudden he valid here. Freaky Zeke a rat. He on camera. He taunting niggas talking about this, that, and third and blah, blah, blah. But when you was in that room with them people, it was yes, sir, and it was no, sir. Yeah, I got, you know what? Let's get into one of these receipts. Big salute to the chat. Not gonna take no. I want to play the receipt that everybody's talking about. Jim Jones, Dame Dash. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button when you come in here. Well over 300. Do what you need to do when you step into the big house. Hit the like button. Make sure this goes into the algorithm. Because I'm not going to sit here and just talk about, if he was soft or if he wasn't. Most of these rappers is soft. Most of these actors are soft. Most of these YouTubers is soft. Most of these jail dudes that talk about jail stories and want you to, talk about how it was in San Quentin and up there in Elmira and blah, blah, blah. These niggas is soft. And they making business decisions. They not making hooligan decisions. They not making gangster decisions. They not making street nigga decisions. They making business decisions. I'm just the only one that'll tell you about it. I'm just the only one that's gonna point the finger and connect the dots. Go ahead and talk to the people. Yeah, look.
You never did nothing. They do. That's right. You're entertainment. You're a tough rapper. You soft, gang. You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga. This ain't 1989. You get the film. You ain't never fuck me up. What? Don't fuck him up. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Cigarette. Go ahead. Fuck me up. Give me the gun. Fuck me up. Let's fuck him up. Move, Chrissy. Chrissy, move, Chrissy.
Come on, y'all. Baby, please, you can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't. No.
Go inside and do something.
You never see me down tonight.
Come on, guys, please. Let's just chalk this up as a fucked up day.
He came down himself to try to disrespect me. And now he got to eat that when he's not mad. You gonna remember that shit when you're mad? I bet you do. Fuck about it. Your friends are ashamed of you right now. Your friends are ashamed of you right now. They telling you to go swing on your old shit. Niggas don't care about you at all, They care about the way you act. Trust me, they don't care about you, nigga. They care about what I do, nigga. Remember that, nigga. We're not doing that. Let's not do it. Let's get it over. I got to next.
Exactly. But we're not.
Let me do what I need to do.
Now, Dame told him to get off the block. So to salute the Dame Dash, right? And I see you in the chat, right? I'm not saying that it's all right to just duck fades. I ain't saying that. As a man, you got to stand on business. What I am saying is this. Don't let these rappers make you think they just gangster or they hooligans. Don't let these YouTubers, don't let these influencers make you believe, because if you let them tell it, the street code is what a hooligan to do, what a gangster will do is do what they need to do. But behind closed doors, this is really what's happening. See, nobody knew that camera was rolling. Just like Gunna didn't know that camera was rolling. Just like Young Thug didn't know that camera was rolling. Nobody knew that a camera was being recorded. So when nobody's looking, these hooligans, these thugs, these rappers, these so-called street niggas is making business decisions. And you'll get what I mean when I say business decisions. Just stick around. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a hooligan telling you that he made a business decision. I'm not defending Jim Jones. What I am saying is Jim Jones understood he couldn't win this battle. All that talking, yeah, all that gangster bravado, all that blood gang member, all that stuff went out the window when he realized he was in it by himself. When he realized that his gang dogs and his gang members wasn't going to bust a move. See, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Mel Matrix was out there. Oh, the gang, oh man, the gang leader. Nobody laid a finger on Dame Dash. You understand what I'm saying? So Jim definitely looked crazy because ain't he, what happened to that boy? Ain't he a gang member? Bird gang? Blood gang? Ain't he one of these rappers, these gangster rappers? But behind closed doors is he don't want no smoke. Behind closed doors is he made a business decision. Yeah. He understood. He weighed his options. He said, you know what? If I shoot the fair one with Dame Dash, I'm liable to get my ass whooped in front of my homies and in front of my girlfriend. Yeah, he made a business decision and he got out of there. Okay? And everybody, you got to know something, right? The only reason why I'm saying nothing wrong with it is because a lot of you hooligans made business decisions. A lot of you so-called gangsters, you YouTubers, a lot of you jail niggas, y'all make business decisions just like Jim Jones did. So the real message y'all should be putting out there to the youngsters, and this is why I gotta say it, because if I don't say it, nobody else will. What y'all should be telling everybody that follows y'all is that, bro, I did the same thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That man wanted to, he made it home to his wife and his children. But y'all making fun of Jim Jones. And that's the only reason why I'm speaking on it. Now, me, I would have took the fair one. But see, I'm a grown man and I stand on grown man business. It's a difference. These rappers don't stand on grown man business. These bloggers and these content creators, yeah, these jail niggas, they don't stand on grown man business. They don't stand on the same morals and principles that I stand on. So, is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. I ain't here to disrespect you, but what did you expect from Jim Jones? We always seen Jim Jones getting beat up. We always seen Jim Jones getting chased out of Rucker Park. We always seen Jim Jones getting manhandled. We never seen Jim Jones doing the manhandling. We never seen him doing we never seen him doing the gangster that he raps about. So don't ever get it twisted. Like I'm saying, I'm with that. Nah, I ain't with that. But you know better. You know when you dealing with a grown man. Dame Dash, like him or not, he stands on majority of grown man business. Dame Dash is a man. He's not a gang member. He's not a blood member. He's not this. He's not a hooligan. Dame Dash has never claimed to be any of those things. Dame Dash has always claimed to be a black man that stands on business. In the same way he was screaming on Jim Jones, it's the same way I saw him in those boardrooms screaming on them little hat people. That's why I got respect for Dame. The same way I seen him out in the street talking and arguing and going back and forth with Jim Jones, I seen him do the same thing with the dog fur. Yeah, but when y'all get around the dog fur, it's yes, sir, and it's no, sir. It's yes, ma'am, and it's no, ma'am. So I gotta salute Dame Dash. But see, most grown men, bro, respectfully, we never claimed the gang. Cause men, the gang, that shit don't fit a grown man. Oh, you know, that gang shit is a red flag for a sucker. It's a red flag. If you need to be in the gang, if you join the gang, you got that sucker. You got some pussy in you. Respectfully. I never needed a gang. I never needed a crowd. Okay, so you got to understand what you're looking at. And again, everybody else is just, oh, Jim Jones is scared, blah, blah, blah. No, let's get deeper into this. All of you niggas, most of all of you rappers, bloggers, actors, influencers, most of y'all niggas is soft. Most of y'all niggas behind closed doors, you talking to the people and y'all ducking wreck. You know what? I got some more receipts. We not staying long. I told you we only stand for an hour with this. I got some more receipts. You know what? Let's start right here because we're gonna save the best for last. The guy who exposed this video, Freaky Zeke. I don't got nothing against Freaky Zeke. I'm just saying to myself, right? It was better ways to handle this. You know what I'm saying? You and your man, y'all having kind of words and all that. You could kind of got out the way. I just think that when you are a confidential informant, you shouldn't be playing on the internet. Okay? So I'm gonna let Freaky speak for itself, and then we gonna let that ride, and we gonna elaborate on that, and then we gonna get into this last angle. Because I want to let you see, you know, the same dude who exposed this video, the same dude who said he was getting it in Detroit, blah, blah, blah. When them people got to talking to you in them quiet rooms, or you was yelling real loud in them quiet rooms, my G. It's a dirty game being played with this content creation. Everybody is invited. Everybody is involved. Everybody is creating content. Everybody is on this application. So I'm gonna let homie talk for itself. And then after we get done with Freaky, I'm gonna show you a hooligan, a natural born hooligan, making grown man decisions. Go ahead and talk to the people, Zeke. You look.
First of all, who is the nigga who I was supposed to have snitched on in NC? Y'all don't even know the story. All right, let me explain.
30 years, bro. What you mean?
Hold on. Let me explain the motherfucking story. Since y'all motherfucking niggas want to be running around acting like y'all know every motherfucking thing.
Well, maybe you told halfway.
Listen,
you tell halfway to all the way?
Oh, young man, listen, I'm trying to state my claim right here, brother. If you want to hear my claim, listen. Let me tell y'all niggas. Yeah, I was motherfucking on a goddamn bus. I got off on New Hanover County. These niggas came out of nowhere. They nabbed me. They nabbed me. First of all, I had it tucked up. They stripped me all the way down. The shit fell. First of all, they didn't even know what ecstasy was at the time. Then they were saying, yo, you know you could get out of here, you know, sooner or later. But matter of fact, sooner if you give me someone that you know that's over. I said, bet. Pew. I go to New York. Yeah, listen. I go to New York. And I go get crackhead Artie for my motherfucking projects. I get this nigga. This back when we was on Rockefeller. I go into Rockefeller. I suit the crackhead Artie nigga name up, and I will go get Artie so he can explain it. My mother and my father paid half to go get the work. Me and Artie, and I bought him a motherfucking North Face. Me and Artie, I drove Artie all the way back down there. They came in, yo, you got to do it. I'm like, yeah, the nigga. Boom. As soon as we get there, bang, they kick the door down. I mean, go back here on the goddamn floor.
Oh, this nigga crazy. Get the fuck out of here.
This is
the only nigga.
Now, I'm not going, it was a lot of cursing in there, but I want to break down what Freaky just said. He was taking ecstasy down to North Carolina. When he got off the bus, the feds ran down on Freaky Zeke. They stripped him, so they found the drugs he had. Because you New York dudes like to boof. Y'all like to boof it. Respectfully, I don't know a lot of niggas where I'm from that's willing to stick stuff, but whatever, right? They found the drugs. They pulled them in one of those interrogation rooms and they told Freaky, you could get out of this faster if you go back up north and you bring the person that you got this work from, bring them to us. So Freaky said, bet. He went back to New York. He got a crackhead. He dressed the crackhead up. Him and his mama and his daddy went half on the work. They bought some more ecstasy pills. He took the dude, Artie, back to North Carolina, and he set up a sting for the feds. They kicked the door in, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this nigga was working. Yeah, this nigga was working. That is crazy. Yeah, this all I'm saying, right? Let these hooligans tell it. Oh, you a rat, Bimmy's a blah, blah, blah. I saw Freaky Zeke on the stage with Cameron, Jim Jones, Jada Kiss. Yeah, he was at the Versus. All on the stage. Yeah, a rat. So I needed to just play that to just let you understand. The same dude that put the tape out there talking about if somebody was fighting or not is see, he was recording back in 2004. That's back when nobody knew he was recording. It wasn't normal for people to be recording those type of activities. But yeah, Freaky Zeke, he had a camera and a microphone. What? Yeah. Yeah, he took his ass down south. Them boys said, you better bring somebody back. And guess what Freaky said? Bet. All I'm saying to you is, Freaky Zeke made a business decision. Yeah. He went from drug dealer to businessman. He went from ecstasy drug dealing to making business decisions in that interrogation room. So, which one you rather be? You rather be Jim Jones, ducking the fade with Dame Dash, or you rather be Freaky Zeke, a goddamn rat? What kind of cheese you like, Freaky? Somebody get this to Freaky. What kind of cheese you like, Freaky? Yeah, you like that mozzarella? Huh? You like that Swiss cheddar jack cheese? Huh? What kind of cheese you like? American? Huh? Cheddar jack? Respectfully. So don't let these, again, this is the message. All of these niggas make business decisions behind closed doors. All of these so-called rappers, hooligans, gangsters, gang members, Muslims, whatever these dudes is, when the heat is on, they're going to make the same decision that Jim Jones made. They don't want no smoke. Yeah, respectfully, man. Respectfully. See, this is the beautiful thing about it. I'm not no hooligan. I'm a grown ass man. And one thing you will always know when you dealing with a grown ass man is don't play with a grown ass man. Your mama will tell you, don't you play with that man, baby. Baby, no, baby, hold on. Let me talk to you. Baby, come here. Let me talk to you. Baby, don't you play with that man. Don't you dare go over there playing with that man. See, a grown man, yeah, a pop, yeah. We ain't gonna do it for the gang, no. We gonna do it for the family. We gonna do it for the babies. We gonna do it for wifey. We gonna do it for integrity and morals. That's why I wouldn't have ducked no fade with Dame Dash, because a grown man, we would have had to fix that up real quick 5 minutes. I would have told Chrissy, hey, baby, this man, get your ass out the way real quick. Let me handle this. Win, lose, or draw, we gonna do this. But Freaky Zeke, you ain't got no space to be trying to clown Jim Jones. It's a lot of you niggas ain't really got no room to be talking crazy about Jimmy. Now listen, I told you, we only staying 4 hours, so I got 30 more minutes. Freaky, when them people told you that you could get out of jail right now, you supposed to told them, I need to get my lawyer. When them people told you to cooperate, you were supposed to plead the fifth, Freaky Zeke. Respectfully. All right? Respectfully, man. You didn't do that. So you don't, and it's nasty work, right? It's nasty work because these so-called hooligans supposed to told y'all, we saw the video, but Freaky Zeke put the video out, so we ain't even jacking that. Yeah, we can't jack that. Freaky, we saw the video. We saw Dame Dash. Yeah, we saw Jim Jones. We saw you make a business decision, but we can't jack that because Freaky is a rat. Yeah, you should have gave it to somebody else, Freaky. You should have gave that to Cameron and let Cameron post it. Then we could have jacked it. But nigga, you went to New York City, dressed up, yeah, and then came back and set up a drug bust. Nasty works, freaky squeaky. Your ass is squeaking. Yeah, you squeaking. That's what the mice do. Yeah, that's what the rats do. Now, get the likes up too, man. It's well over 400 people in the chat. We ain't got you niggas be lurking in the background like Fat Joe. Yeah, Fat Joe said he be watching us. He be watching us do what we do. So y'all niggas got to at least hit the like button, man. I ain't really going. I ain't getting into this last angle until I get 100 likes. You niggas I know what you doing. Respectfully, man. I'm just here to say with this particular message that, listen, ain't nothing wrong with making a business decision when your life is on the line. Huh? Yeah, when the police get your ass in that room. Huh? Tell you want to go home? You want to go home or you want to go to jail? Yeah. Tell them you want to go home. Tell them you want to go home, brother. All right? Salute, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that be Ms. Love Lace, Mr. Universe, Charlie P. We just, this is right here is baiting the algorithm. That's all we doing. But it's always going to be a message in the madness. Y'all niggas laughing at Jim Jones. Yeah, we laughing at Jimmy. But we ain't going to forget that Freaky Squeaky is a rat. Yeah. Respectfully, Freaky Squeaky. Yeah, you did bad. Okay, cool. We gonna move on to the next. We gonna move on to this next and this last angle. Okay? Now this one right here, it's always a beautiful thing. Yeah, get me to 100 likes. Hit the like button when you come in here, and we gonna get to this next angle. Yeah, I got a beautiful receipt in this last angle. I wanna get to 100 likes. All I'm saying is your favorite rapper, your favorite blogger, these dudes 9 times out of 10 did the same thing Jim Jones did. They made the same business decision that Jim Jones made. And then they'll get up on his YouTube, they'll get on these records, they'll get on the radio, and they'll make you think you need to fight, knowing goddamn well Dame Dash probably gonna whoop your ass. Knowing goddamn well Dame Dash was Golden Glove boxing. He gonna beat your ass, respectfully. Why you think Jim Jones came out there with 13 people? Why you think Jim Jones, why you think all those gang members say, oh, I don't know about that, man, that's Dame. You thought it was, Dame ain't no blood member. Dame ain't gang. A Golden Glove boxer, beat up 10 of you niggas real good in the streets. Yeah, for real, yeah. Listen, a Golden Glove boxer that know how to throw straight punches and jabs and hooks, they'll beat your motherfucking ass, man. You, your homie, couple of you niggas, they'll knock your ass. Dame Dash would have knocked out 4 or 5 of you niggas for sure. Chrissy would have had to get Dame Dash off your ass. Yeah. You think Jim Jones didn't think about that when his man told him, go over there, and his man said, F him up. Go over there, Jimmy, do your thing. Jimmy said, nah, make a business decision today. Y'all don't know Dame Dash a Golden Glove boxer. Dame Dash will beat your ass. He would have beat 4 or 5 of y'all up. Chrissy would have had to jump on Dame back to get him off you. Let me tell you something. Let me give you some direction. In the video, Chrissy was blocking Dame. She wasn't stopping Jimmy. Chrissy wasn't standing in front of Jim Jones. She wasn't standing in front of Mel Matrix. She wasn't standing in front of none of them niggas. She was standing in front of Dame. Hold on, let me pull up this receipt so I can show y'all real quick. I just wanted to show y'all real quick. Hold on real quick, just a couple of seconds. I want you to see this now. I want you to see this. Big salute to the chat. Everybody hit the like button. I need 100 likes in here before we get going. Watch this. Look.
They care about what I do, nigga. Remember that, nigga.
Chrissy is in front of Dame. Chrissy is in front of Dame. Look. Chrissy is in front of Dame. Because Chrissy know Dame is Chrissy was protecting the gang members from Dame Dash. That's what these YouTubers ain't telling y'all neither. That's what these bloggers ain't telling y'all. It's a reason why the woman went over there and was blocking Dame, because Dame was liable to beat up 8 of y'all. He was gonna beat 8 of y'all asses, guaranteed, nigga. Y'all might have got the best of him after he put hands and feet on 9 or 10 of you niggas. Y'all might have got him after that. And Chrissy knew that y'all had a problem on y'all. When a woman is, you gotta watch the female. Always pay attention to the women. They're honest. If she thought Jim Jones was a threat, she would have went to Jim Jones. Hold on, baby, watch out. Hold on, baby, she was over there telling Dame, like stopping Dame, don't come over there, please. Don't hurt Jimmy. I just wanted to point that out, but I ain't seen nobody connect the dots. Everybody think that Chrissy, no, Dame was about to eliminate about 8 of y'all. You, Mel Matrix, Jim Jones, you motherfucker, y'all would have been getting up off the ground and shit. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah. Okay, respectfully. Now, I want to go into this last angle because, like I said, we not staying long. An hour of power. We 40 minutes in. I'm doing really good with this. I appreciate that. Hit the like button and all that. Hit the like button and all that. Let's make sure we on cue with this. Now, everybody say, oh man, Jim Jones. You know what? I'm gonna get into another receipt. Jim Jones is scared. Jim Jones, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is gonna be the last receipt. All right. Let's look at this. Let's listen to the homie the Zippy with the drippy. YouTube biggest goon, YouTube's biggest gangster, 35 years in prison. Oh, a hooligan. Zippy with the drippy is a hooligan from New York City. Oh yeah, he went to jail for shooting people, shooting and robbing. That's what Zippy did. Okay, now I want to let you know that Zippy is a gangster and a hooligan, and you should believe everything that he say out his mouth. Now I want y'all to listen to what he says about Jim Jones, and then I want you to listen when he made a business decision. Oh, yeah, Zip, you go ahead and talk to the people. Salute to Zippy with the. Go ahead and talk to the people, Zip. Look.
Videos making his rounds on the internet. It's all on Instagram. Jimmy ducked that taco. The nigga Jimmy told the nigga, yo, let me hold your cigarette. And start taking off another nigga glasses. Nigga told you, let's fight. You told about, yo, let me hold your cigarette? That's nervous energy. You tell a nigga, let me hold your cigarette. You plug the cigarette on the floor. Homie, get busy. Let me hold your cigarette. That's nervous energy, you heard? That was nervous energy. And one of the homies was like, yo, hey, yo, F that nigga up. F that nigga up. Jimmy ain't want that smoke. Jimmy said, nah. Jimmy said, nah. The homie said, yo, F that nigga up. Nigga said, nah. Duck that taco. I know a lot of y'all be like, yo, you D-Rod Cam, you on Cam Nuts, blah, 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 blah. When I used to be defending Jimmy, y'all ain't say I was on Jimmy Nuts. When I was on the internet taking up for that chain that Jimmy bought Melly, y'all ain't say I was on Jimmy Nuts then. Y'all ain't say I was on his balls then. When I was on the internet talking about Jimmy jumped out on 49th, letting it go and all that, y'all ain't talk about I was on Jimmy Nuts. Y'all ain't say I was on Jimmy balls then. So why now, when I don't be taking up for a nigga, I gotta be on somebody else nuts? Karma? Let's get to the fact that Cameron is on the internet saying, yo, Zip with the Drip is on our side. Let's get to that. Let's get to the fact that Cameron is on the internet saying Zip with the Drip is with us. Cameron ain't never said, yo, Zip, here go a few dollars. He ain't never did that. That's Taco. The nigga videos making his rounds on the internet. It's all on Instagram. Jimmy ducked that taco. The nigga.
Okay, salute Charlie P. Man. Holla back about 11:30, man. We going live again. It's always gonna be the dude that was ducking the taco that tell you was ducking the taco. It's always gonna be. See again. We just got to keep this 100. Jimmy didn't want that smoke. That was nervous energy. Okay? But see, you should have had more compassion for Jimmy, Zippy. You shouldn't have got up here talking and laughing at Jimmy and all of that. You should have had more compassion for Jimmy, being as though you did the same thing with Blue Boy. But you know what? I got the receipt. We gonna get right into this receipt, and then we gonna talk. Because the same way Jimmy made a business decision, you made a business decision. So when you got up on his YouTube, you should have said, you know what? I know how it feel to have your back against the wall. I know how it feel for things to go down and you not be ready for war and to make a business decision to get out the predicament that you in. So you should have had more compassion for Jimmy. You should have showed Jimmy some love. Okay, but you didn't do that. You didn't do that. But see, when you got that knife put on your cell, you made a business decision. You had nervous energy. You told Blue Boy, you know what? Talk to the people, Zip. Look.
807 and clean. I went to E5. He was deported. Nigga pull up on my cell. I don't know that nigga. He pull up on my cell and put the knife on it. Just before he killed Larry, put the knife on my cell. Yo, listen, I ain't with the fly banging none of that. But if you want some smoke, you come out for a shower. You know what I'm saying? You bring this shit with you and we can get it on. Spend
Do you see what I'm? And this ain't no disrespect. This ain't no. I ain't taking no shots at nobody. What I'm saying is, when you got approached by Blue Boy and he wanted that same smoke, you made a business decision. You said Little Zippy don't want that smoke. And then you offered them some weed. You got friendly extorted. So all I'm saying is, why is it so funny, or why is it something to even create content on when Jim Jones do the same thing? My message to everybody out there is to do what you feel you need to do, because that's what everybody is doing. That's what Zippy is doing. That's what Freaky Zeke is doing. That's what everybody is doing. What's best for them. If I don't speak against this, if I don't equalize the situation, what you would think is Jimmy should have went out there and did what he needed to do, because that's what. Nah. The most hooligan. Blue Boy came up to Zippy's cell and put a knife on it. I ain't gonna lie. That right there is a declaration of war. If somebody come up to your jail cell and put a knife on it, it ain't really much room for business decisions. But you had that nervous energy, just like Jim Jones had that nervous energy. And when he came back, you thought about it. He gave you a few minutes to get your mind right. And you told him, listen, take that with you. I don't want no smoke. Zippy don't want no smoke. And he told you, he said, yo, ain't that your uncle? You said, yeah. He said, listen, I don't want to do nothing to you, because I will do something to you. You said, listen, man, I got weed. Do you need weed? What's the message in this? Don't believe none of this shit. It's all digital Hollywood. Niggas doing numbers off these topics. Jim Jones was scared to fight Dame Dash. Well, you know what, man? I seen a lot of goddamn Gully TV. He was scared to fight homie out there in Erie, Pennsylvania. And the nigga had his gloves and everything. He had mittens and everything. Nigga was ready to fight. Gully came out the car. Gully said, man, I ain't trying to fight you, man. Why I gotta fight you? Nobody said nothing about that. Zippy is on Pillmatic 1, Pillmatic 2, and Pillmatic 3. Zippy been rapping and tapping for Gully TV, spitting and skitting for Gully TV. He on Pillmatic 1, Pillmatic 2, and Pillmatic 3. So it's you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though. But Jim Jones, he got to get beat up by Dame Dash, your goddamn Golden Gloves. Come on, man. Come on, man. You don't believe the hype. If that was the case, you would have told Gully, listen, Gully, I seen you out there ducking fades with that big dude out there in Erie, Pennsylvania. I can't do no content with you. I can't do no work with you. You're ducking your tacos. All these dudes is ducking taco, nigga. All of them. You looking at one of the realest on YouTube. I'm not going to say I am the realest. I'm sure there's a handful of us in these YouTube streets on this app. But you looking at one of the realest that you ever seen do this content creation. That's why I could talk like this. Most of these dudes is gangster until that Mexican walk down on them. Yeah. Most of these dudes is hooligans until the white man walk into the room, until a Mexican walk in the room, until a Boricua walk in the room. And now you don't want no smoke and you making business decisions. Oh. Assalamu alaikum, salaikum salam. Oh. Yeah, you a Muslim now, huh? Right? Blue Boy knocked on your goddamn cell, you start baking bean pies, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, you a motherfucking Shiite Muslim now. You got a kufi, you got a prayer rug, and you got your motherfucking Muslim garment. Respectfully, man. I'm just saying, man. Don't say nothing unless you got bean pies in hand. I like my bean pies cooked. I like them warm. I don't want no cold bean pies, nigga. That man put a knife on your cell, your ass went Muslim. So have some compassion for Jimmy. Show some love to Jimmy. Stop, y'all niggas that got up here. You're making a fool out of Jimmy Jones. Knowing goddamn well Dame Dash is a golden glove, would have beat the brakes off of Jimmy, Chrissy, and Mel Matrix. Everybody would have got an ass whooping that day right there. Hey, listen to me, man. Hey, listen to me, man. Dame Dash was upset, man. He would have put hands and feet on Chrissy, Jimmy, and Mel Matrix. Everybody would have got an ass whooping. Why you acting like you don't understand that? Why you acting like you don't understand how it go when it's time to make business? You know what? Fuck it. You told us what you did. Didn't you tell us what you did, Zippy? Go ahead and talk to the fucking talk to the people. Yeah, I don't want to tell them what you did when your ass was in jail with the Mexicans. And them goddamn Mexicans ran down on your motherfucking ass, got your ass. Yeah, you turned to a Muslim. You turned to a goddamn Muslim when the Mexicans. Go ahead and talk to the people. Look.
Oh, the nigga pull up on my cell. I don't know that nigga. He pull up on my cell and put the knife on it. So before he killed Larry, put the knife on my cell. Yo, listen, I ain't with the fly banging or none of that. But if you want some smoke, when you come out for a shower, you know what I'm saying, bring this shit with you and we can get it on, spent off. Maybe I'm thinking about that shit. I make a business decision. Lil Zip don't want that smoke, you heard? Nigga come back like, yo, you can take that shit with you. Nigga was like, yo, what's the name? Nephew? I'm like, yeah. He like, yo, listen, your pop's my man. I don't want to do nothing to you. I'm like, listen, man, I got some weed.
So I didn't make this up. Ain't nothing wrong with making a this is grown man business TV. It ain't nothing wrong with making a business decision. All right? We got 8 minutes. I'm not staying too much longer. Respect to the chat. Salute to everybody. Charlie P, everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love. I got a lot of respect for everything that's going on. But grown man business is what's needed. All this hooligan shit, all this gangster talk, all this jail talk is a facade. It's a mask. It's a lie. It's a lie, homie. 1 minute you're joking Jimmy, you say he ducking a taco, but when it come down to you got all these excuses. Nah, when he put that, let me tell you something. I want to be honest with you. He put that knife on your cell because he was the guy that was able to move around on the tiers. If you would have took that knife, he would have had it set up for you to come out and go gun to gun, knife to knife, go to war. Okay? You chose to do business. Yeah. So again, everybody's watching this content. You got youngsters watching this content. You got new subscribers coming across your page, coming across your content, and they being lied to. They being misled. That's all this message is about. That's the only reason why I wanted to talk about this situation with Jimmy. I don't care about it. It is what it is. You know, I think this. I think that Jim Jones understood that he was in danger. Yeah. Yeah, the same way Zippy thought about it. And he understood, nigga, I'm in danger. I done got myself in some shit I done cut a check that my ass can't cash. I'm in danger. And he started reaching and thinking, and he came up with a business decision. That was to stay about 45 feet away from Dame Dash and let Chrissy handle the situation. Yeah, talk to him, he was talking his shit, but he stayed about 45 feet away from Dame Dash. He stayed out of arm's reach. That was a business decision. He didn't care what his homie said, get in there, do something. Nigga. No, be quiet, homie, let me handle this. You're soft, Duke. Called him soft, but he didn't get close to him. He made a business decision. Same way you did, Zippy. You get up here, you're hollering, you're screaming, you're claiming this this hooligan and you're so real and you know ain't nobody this. No, you was ducking your taco in prison. You was ducking your taco. You didn't want that real smoke, nigga. When the nigga put listen, I ain't never heard of a nigga giving you a gun. I ain't never heard of that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like next level. That's next level shit right there. For your enemy to walk up to you and give you a knife and tell you the goddamn rules of engagement. You did. You made a business decision. So you, Jim Jones, Freaky Zeke, all you goddamn niggas, all y'all niggas is the same, man. All y'all niggas is respectfully, man. Y'all, you didn't eat the cheese, but you did the same thing Jim Jones did. You ain't got no room to be talking about Jimmy. I ain't never did no shit like nigga would have put a knife. That let me know, you know what? Ain't no way around this. Ain't no nigga to put a knife on the cell. At least if he would have said something, you could have been like, it ain't no smoke. But a nigga put the weapon on your cell, you got to go to war. Now I'm gonna end it like this. We got 3 more minutes. In the last back and forth I had with the homie Zip, he told me something and it resonated with me. He said, you got all that shit over there. You working too hard for it. But what I want to tell you, homie, is you ain't working hard enough. Yeah, you said I'm working too hard, but my mentality is you ain't working hard enough. Okay? You want to sell this hooligan image. You want us to believe you like just like Jimmy. You want to sell this motherfucking blood gang and you want to throw up the 5 and you want to sell this image. Well, you ain't working hard enough, homie. You want us to believe you. You supposed to took that fade and got your ass whooped from Dame Dad. Win, lose, or draw. Golden gloves or not. You were supposed to took a ass whooping. Let your old lady, she probably would have took a ass whooping because she would have jumped inside the fight. Mel Matrix, he would have tried to break up the fight. He would have took a ass whooping. Uncasa, he was out there. He would have jumped on the Uncasa. He would have got his ass knocked out till everybody's ass would have got knocked out. That's what you were supposed to do. Everybody take a ass whooping. You know what? We out here. We all gonna take a ass whooping today. When you was in prison, little homie, you supposed to took that knife and you supposed to went to war. When homie came over there, you supposed to said, you know what? Yeah, nigga, I ain't with the fly banging neither. I ain't with the fly banging neither. And then you supposed to did that. But you made a business decision. So to everybody out there that's listening, everybody out there that believes in these rappers, everybody out there that believes in these bloggers, everybody out there that believes that the street life is a real situation, make a business decision. All right? Just make a business decision. I ain't telling you what to do. I ain't telling you what not to do. But what I'm saying to you is make a business decision. Don't believe it. These niggas is lying to you. Big salute to the chat. We going live again tonight. All right, 11:30. We gonna wrap up this little marathon, man. I've been ripping and running. I got a lot of studying to do. I got a couple of tests that I gotta take. I got some endorsements that I'm that I want, that I need, that I gotta have added to my license, and it's a lot of studying. It's a lot of work. I'm finishing up the music as well, so that's something that I'm pressing right now. I got a lot on my plate, but big salute to everybody that's tapped in. And because I've been over the road, I'll be moving and ripping and ripping and running. When I do get in, I like to do as many live streams as possible. I like to get all the information out. So we're probably gonna go live one more time tonight at 11:30. At 11:30, all right. We're gonna talk. It's not gonna be none of this. It's gonna get deep. All right. So big salute to the chat. Big salute to everybody that's in here. Listen, man. This is all love. This is no hate. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. We 60 minutes in. Make a business decision. All right, so you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, man, you can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest that you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoating nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. I'm gonna give you this game straight raw content, pure dope. We ain't no fentanyl, no baking soda, no quinine. We ain't water whipping this dope, and we ain't counter whipping this dope. It's pure, straight off the brick, directly into the bottles. Jim Jones ducked the fade with Dame Dash because he made a business decision. Freaky Zeke, he cooperated with the law, with the feds. He ate the cheese because he made a business decision. Little Zippy with the drippy, YouTube's #1 hooligan. When Blue Boy put that knife on his cell, he said, nah, he made a business decision, okay? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, but business first. Grown man business trumps jail talk every time. Grown man business trumps gangster and hooligan talk every time. When it's time to go to war, when your back is against the wall, when your feet are to the flame, you, just like Zippy, Jim Jones, and Freaky Zeke, will make a business decision. With that being said, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, man, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.